Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin here, looking at the weekly chart actually, but yeah, this has been going great, hasn't it? And the weekly close last night wasn't quite as dramatic as the one the week before, which was the highest weekly close ever, I believe. And yeah, but we're looking good, I think. Looking at this on more like the hourly time frame, and you can see here that we had this very, very sort of flat period over like Saturday and into Sunday, and then since Sunday we've been going up a little bit. Obviously, the really obvious thing to look at here is, is this going to double top like that and then go down to the downside there? We want to take a little bit of the guesswork out, so let's put on the old Quadzilla indicator. If you haven't got this, go to savewithcrypto.org/QR and you should be able to find it. Now, what we're looking for here with these EMAs, these 4 EMAs here, which, by the way, are now built into Quadzilla. If you go to the Style tab, you'll see that the EMA 21 and EMA 55 are enabled by default, but I like to add in these extra 9 EMA and the 5 EMA. And the reason I like to do that is because you can clearly see when we have what we call a trend in motion, which is when price is clearly going to the upside or the downside. And the upside is signified by the EMAs being in the order red, cyan, yellow, green, which they were, but as of now the red has started to dip below the cyan a little bit. Okay, so I want to keep my eye on this, especially as it comes in towards New York Open this afternoon. Now, the thing is, I'm doing this video a little bit early, and it's going to be a little bit shorter because I'm not going to be around at that time. In fact, I'm going to leave this morning at about 10 o'clock and go and meet my brother who's on holiday in my part of the world. And we're going to meet up and do some stuff today. And he did send me a rather scary screenshot of the internet connection he has at the Airbnb that he's staying at, which reminds me of the days when I lived in France, and on a good day we'd have a 2 or 3 meg connection, even though I was paying for 20, and it was costing me €40 a month as well. Anyway, so bearing that in mind, I need to make sure that I'm not in any risky trades and that I've already got a video out. I would, of course, love you to comment on this video, like it and all that kind of thing, but as far as replies to comments go, it might be later on today or even tomorrow when I reply. So with these EMAs, what I'm always looking for is this cross here, the yellow and green, on the 1 hourly time frame to signify that things are going to go well. Now, this did happen yesterday afternoon and things have been going really good since then. I'm a little bit worried about the red dipping down there, but I think we should see that turnaround fairly soon. Now, as far as the momentum oscillator down the bottom goes, we've had some wonderful signals. The best of these signals being this amazing green background here on the 1 hour time frame that we had at 6 p.m. UK time on Friday afternoon, and that was down at 107.303, and we're pretty much $2,000 up from there, which is fantastic. Now, I did notice some news this morning as I was perusing the Crypto Saving Expert Discord. Here, President Trump warns of extra 10% tariff on nations supporting BRICS anti-American policies. Okay, there will be no exception to this policy. That's probably why, Bitcoin had a little bit of a pullback maybe. And then you got Elon sort of saying the American party is to embrace Bitcoin. Fear is hopeless. I might have to look into that a little bit more. Metaplanet boosts Bitcoin holdings with 2,205 Bitcoin purchase. Now the total is 15,555 Bitcoin. Can you imagine, eh? And also, breaking news, European Titan, the blockchain group, acquired 116 BTC for 10.7 millions. So it seems that the whales are indeed stockpiling. And about an hour ago, there was this tweet saying, Bitcoin exchange balances plunged to record lows. Get ready for a massive supply squeeze. I would agree with that. I think something's brewing. I think overall things are looking bullish. Whether we do get a double top there, we come back down to 106 and then go up, perfectly possible, perfectly normal. But what I would do is I would load up Quadzilla on your charts, put it on the 1 hour time frame, and look for the red and cyan to cross back the correct way. So we want the red at the top, then the cyan, then the yellow, then the green, and I think everything should be good. If you start to see the yellow and green coming towards each other, and we can now see that by this purple shaded region here, if you start to see that purple shaded region, then prepare yourself for a bit of a dump, especially if you see there's 21 and 55 EMA cross. And then if you do, look out for something like a green background like that, and that will be a good long opportunity. You could do this on smaller time frames, like the 5 minute, for example, when you could have caught that low, that little wick there, rather nicely at 8 o'clock this morning. And even from there, you could have been easily up 0.2%. So on 5x leverage, you could have made 1% quite easily, which is okay for 90 minutes work, isn't it? So everything's all good, I think. So yeah, do go and get Quadzilla at savewith.crypto.org/QR. Remember to give this video a big fat like. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you've got the notifications turned on. Any questions, leave in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them today. If not, it will be tomorrow. And also the video tomorrow might either be very early or a little bit later in the afternoon, because I'll be travelling back from seeing my brother. Okay, so I hope you all have a brilliant week, and I'll be back tomorrow anyway, maybe even later today if something fun happens, and if the internet connection isn't quite as bad as my brother makes out. But yeah, do make sure you're subscribed, and above all, tell your friends.
I can't believe that Save with Crypto and MAF have chosen to make the quad rotation stochastic indicator in the United Kingdom rather than the United States. But they have clearly lost their minds, because they are not even selling this great product. They are giving it away for free.
Okay, so we all know that Save with Crypto is the best YouTube channel on the planet, but it's not financial advice, right? So please do your own research and be responsible for your own actions. That way you will find that fairy tales will come true and we'll all become billionaires.